Yes.
You know, we can't vote ourselves out of what is actually, in my opinion, turning into a socialist communist country unless we clean the voter rolls. And this is huge. This has to get done. You know, Judicial Watch sued California to clean the voter rolls, or at least L.A. County. And L.A. County lost and had to clean the voter rolls. But then they said, well, we'll clean 100 up each month or something like that. So we'll be 4,000 years old by the time they clean the voter rolls. This is how they split hairs. This is how they get around it. Let me ask you guys out there, have you ever, if you're a woman and you've been married, have you ever checked your maiden name? I bet you're voting in a red or in a blue state under your maiden name. This is how they do this. They can figure out ways to keep adding votes. In fact, they're even up to 76 million votes for Kamala Harris last time. They keep adding. They are checking the system. And this has been going on. We've learned this for years now. Jovan Hutton-Pulitzer has been all over this. But this is what is totally needed. If we can't clean the voter rolls, we're screwed. That's really the bottom line. Again, they know immediately when you die to take you off the Social Security list, but not when you vote. I mean, my mother, I got to tell you, Gina, my mother died on the 29th of the month. This is 15 years ago, okay? See, her Social Security goes in on the 1st. They pulled it out on the 2nd. I mean, I even checked to make sure she's still voting. I bet you she's voting in New Jersey, though. I should probably
It's interesting you say that, Don. And I haven't lived in California for almost 8 years now. My whole family, big family, right? We got pushed out by the governor. You think they'd get it straight. We all still get every single ballot from California. They still want us voting there, David.
I can tell
you
you
have
this,
to make
Donna.
sure you're taking off the rolls. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say about 10 years or so ago, I was with my mom in New York. I grew up on the Upper West Side of New York. She was going to the polling place there, and I was with her just, to kind of just accompany her, whatever, a little father, son, mother time. And anyhow, it turns out my name was on the voter rolls there in New York. I'm 48, 49 years old at the time. I hadn't lived in New York for 27 years, and my name was still there on the Upper West Side of New York. Unbelievable.
So you have to try to get in touch.
Did you vote?
Of course I did. No, just kidding.
Did you cast the ballot and then go back to D.C. and cast the ballot? That's the question.
Said,
you know what?
Yeah, I said Gerald Nadler does not have my vote. That's what I didn't have.
How about in New Jersey? Just this past election, New Jersey, I think with Citarelli, they had 500,000 more votes. Okay, Citarelli obviously lost by a lot bigger margin than anybody thought. But think about this. How do you have 500,000 more votes in a state where 500,000 people didn't even move into in the last 4 years? All these red states are cleaning the voter rolls, doing it by the books. All these blue states, just like they're doing with the judges and everything else, throwing the Constitution out the window, and they cheat. They absolutely cheat, and there's no way around it. So Harmeet Dillon has her job cut out for her. I wish they would just focus on California more than anything, because that's the big kahuna. Quite honestly, as far as electoral votes are concerned.
California will get, I think California will get more attention when Gavin Newsom runs for office. Hopefully that'll bring some of that attention.